Okay, hello everyone. My name is Stuti and I'm a second year student. I am currently studying at RAIT Institute DY Patil and my stream is electronics. Though I'm an electronics student, I'm more inclined towards the software side. I think the ability to create something fruitful with what you have learned in the class and self-taught things is what fascinates me more about software. And I think I'm fortunate enough that our great instructor, Prashant sir, has given me this opportunity to present on this platform. And today's topic that I'll discuss among us is how we can write a keylogger program using Python. So let us know first what a keylogger basically is. So it is a software that is used to monitor the and used to record our keystrokes. I'm sorry. The keylogger program is it records every keystroke that is made by the user. They can basically track the activities of a keyboard, and this software is a form of spyware where users are unaware of their actions that are being tracked. So whenever we press a key, it should take that key and store it in a text file. Like for example, I'll show an example. So this is my keylogger program. So when I run this, and if I'm typing anything over here, suppose I write hello world. So as you can see, uh, we have a log.txt file is created, and inside this, whichever keystroke that I've typed is recorded in this text file. So we'll learn how we can write this program and how we can store every keystroke in this text file. So I'll delete this file first. So there are basically two types of keyloggers, that is a hardware keylogger and a software keylogger. Hardware keylogger is a device that we connect to our system, and a software keylogger is a you can say is an app or a software that you can install on your system, and they track the every keystroke that is made by the user. Now let us know what are the benefits of a keylogger. So using this keylogger software, you can monitor your employees. That is, that you can basically you can ensure that the employees are using company's resources as intended. You can also monitor kids, like these days there are many benefits and also disadvantages of internet. So you can monitor your kids online activities that are made by the kids and the teenagers. And lastly, you can use it for ethical hacking. So you can use a keylogger program to on your personal computer to understand how it actually works and what mistakes you need to avoid to prevent yourself from getting into a trap. So let us know how we can open up a file in Python. So this is the syntax for opening a file in Python. You have to just write open, and inside the round brackets, you have to write your first parameter. The first parameter is name, basically the name of your file, whatever name you have to give it to your file. And the second parameter is file handling. That is, you can write to your file, you can read your file, and you can also append something in your file. Now if you have to write to your file, you have to just write W. To read, you have to write R, and to append something, you have to write A. So like here I've created a F variable, and inside this variable I have opened up a file, and I have named this the first parameter that I have created is data.txt, and this data.txt file will be created in our project file. Like this is my keylogger project file. So this data.txt file will be created in this project file, and I'm simply writing to this file. And so that is why I've make the use of write keyword over here. And then I've closed this file. So I've closed this file because whenever we open up a file, it allocates some resources in our system, and whenever we close this file, it releases those resources and memory from the system. If we don't close this file, it will give us errors, and to avoid this errors, that is why we are closing this file. So when I run this, so as you can see, a data.txt file is created over here, and inside this, hello world is printed. So using this with mode, I have basically written in this file. Now, what if I want to read what is in this file? So I'll quickly comment this out. So to read this, read what is in your file, you have to make use of R mode, that is read. And then I have created a file variable, and inside this file variable, I have used the function read. So I'm basically reading what is in this file, and then I have printed this file. So when I run this, hello world is printed because hello world is inside this file. Now, if I write something like hi, my name is Stuti, and I'll run this again, so it will read whatever is there in this file. So hi, I'm Stuti is printed over here. Now let us see how we can append something in our file. So I have made the use of a mode uh, in this program, and I'm simply writing hey everyone, and after that I have used backslash n so that this is printed on the next line. I'll run this program, and as you can see, hey everyone is printed. Now if I print hello user, and then I'll run this file. So hello user is printed, and no data is lost from our file. So this is the basic advantage of append file. It will insert the data without disturbing the previous data in your file. So this keylogger program makes use of this special library known as PyInput. So PyInput basically controls your mouse, all it basically controls all the input streams. Now input streams are all your input devices like mouse, keyboard, a joystick, or etc. All the input streams, but PyInput mainly focuses on controlling the mouse and the keyboard. Now, by controlling mouse, what I mean is, if I want, I can move my mouse from one place to another. If suppose my cursor is placed over here, so after writing my code, it will be placed wherever. Suppose I'm giving it a parameter as 200 and 100, so it will be placed somewhere over here. Now, by controlling keyboard, if we press any key or series of key, we can print it by using the Python code, and it will be printed wherever we want. That I'll be explaining in the further slides. And we can listen to our keystrokes. That is, we can listen and identify which keystroke was pressed by the user. And we can also listen to our mouse clicks, like we can track where the current position of our mouse was or is. And to install this library, if you're a PyCharm user, you can simply go to the terminal, and then you can type pip install PyInput, and it will be installed in your system. Now let us see how we can listen to our keystrokes. Now, but before that, let us know what listeners are. So a Python file will be running in the background and kind of listening to any key that is pressed on the keyboard. And once that key is pressed, it will send that key to the function that is responsible for writing to our text file. So this function will basically press that key and store it in the data.txt file or whatever. Now here I've created log.txt file, so it will save that keystroke in this file. So here I've imported listener from my Py input library, and I have written here keyboard because we are controlling keyboard. So that is why I've written here py.keyboard. Okay, wait, okay. And here I've imported date and time. So whenever we press any key with help of this function, it will basically tell us that at what time the which letter was printed. Now when I'll print this, then you will understand what is the basic use of this date and time. Then I've created a function as data file. Now to create a function in Python, we use this keyword as def, that is define function, and we should name the function that whatever we want. And inside this, I have assigned a keystroke, a key that is keystroke. So then I'll print this keystroke. So whenever a user inputs anything on your keyboard, whenever presses anything on the keyboard, it will simply be printed on your terminal. And then I've assigned this string data type to my keystroke, because whenever anything will be printed on your keyboard, it will be in a form of string. So we are telling our Python that this that it should save the keystroke in the form of string. And here I'm basically replacing the uh, single quotes by nothing. So you'll understand this when I'll print. I'll understand. Okay. I'll simply print this out first. Now I've opened up a file as log.txt, and I've assigned the mode A in this file because I'll be appending data to this log.txt file, and I've saved this whole instance as F. Now I'm not closing this file because I'm making the use of with keyword. Now this with keyword, what it does is it automatically closes our file. So we don't have to close the file, because here we don't know this function will be running continuously. So we'll not know when we have to stop this function. So this with keyword will automatically stop the open function. And now here I'm writing to this log.txt that I'm making the uh, use of date and time function, and inside this this %y is at which year it is printed, and %m is month, and for %d indicates date, like at which month, year and date that keystroke is printed. And this h, m and s and f indicates hours, minutes, seconds and milliseconds. And then I have simply typed in data and then backslash n, so it can print it to the next line. And here I've made the use of listener object, and inside this listener I have used the keyword on press. Like the name suggests, on press, like whenever a keystroke is pressed, it will send this that keystroke to this data file, and it will work accordingly to whatever function that we have typed in here. And I'm saving this whole instance as L, and I've joined this function. So now this join keyword will join every keystroke with single quotes, and it will make sure that all the keys that are pressed are joined together. So when I run this and I'll type like hello user, my log.txt file is created, like how I've put in this. So this log.txt file is created and hello user is printed. So as you can see, it is showing year, date, and also time, and it is also showing milliseconds. Now, what is the benefit of using this date and time function? So like जैसे हमारे जैसे हम कहीं काम कर रहे हैं एंड मैं कहीं गई, जैसे मेरा ब्रेक हुआ एंड मैं अपना लैपटॉप खुला छोड़ के चली गई, तो अगर कोई दूसरा एम्प्लॉय आके किसी ने मेरे लैपटॉप से मैनेजर को या मेरे बॉस को कोई भी मेल कर दिया विच इज नॉट अप्रोप्रिएट, सो इट विल बी ट्रैक इन दिस फाइल। एंड जैसे मैंने इस ये हेलो यूजर टाइप करने के लिए 2 सेकेंड्स लिया, तो कंपनी में मेरा रिकॉर्ड है कि मैं कितने सेकंड्स में कितना टाइप कर सकती हूँ। तो वो बेसिकली आइडेंटिफाई करेगा कि कौन से यूजर ने ये टाइप किया है। And now let's see how we can control our keyboard using Python. Now by controlling, what I mean is like whatever we'll type into our function, it will be printed wherever we want. So जैसे here I have imported controller because since here we were listening to the keystrokes, I have imported listener. Similarly, here we are controlling the keyboard, so I have imported controller from the Py input library. Now here I have created a new function as control keyboard, and inside this I have not assigned any parameter because we don't know what thing will be typed in or what we'll type or what will be typed by the user. And after this I've created a variable as keyboard, and I'm basically storing this controller object in this variable keyboard. And after this I've used the type function. So it will this type function will basically type I am a student wherever I want. So जैसे अभी मेरा कर्सर 7th लाइन पे है, तो जब मैं इसे रन करूंगी तो I am a student will be printed on this 7th line. So if I run this, I am a student is printed over here. Now suppose my cursor is here on the 4th line and I'll run this. So I am a student is printed here. So this is all about keylogger program. Thank you.
That was like really awesome, and that's actually something unique, and what we have been learning, and so this is actually a implementation of what we have learned. Nicely presented, Shruti, like really awesome. Right, so
Thank you,
I'll
sir.
yeah, cool. If anybody has some doubts, like please do ask, else I'll like throw some more emphasis over the benefits of what is a keylogger and what all can be done with a keylogger. So if anybody has doubts, please do ask.
Hello, Stuti. What was the purpose of using l.log at the end when you were initializing or instantiating the object of listener class?
Oh yeah, I'll explain that. Okay, so what this join function does is it joins every letter that is pressed by the user. So like when I'm running this, like you can see H, E, L all are printed in single quotes. So if we want to remove the single quotes, we can make use of this replace function, or else it is not much needed. But what it does, it makes sure that all the letters are joined together. Otherwise, the keys are printed separately, and it becomes difficult for the user to understand what text or what key was pressed.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Like actually, it is like really very interesting to see such kind of topic being discussed, because like this is actually what I want, that all of you actually try to get into the development mode now, because making something and thinking of like how can you create this, and then searching this out and then actually implementing it teaches you a lot of things, and this lets you think out of the box, right? And this whatever Stuti has presented today, it actually shows that like she is thinking out of the box, and she has like already implemented it and presented to us. It's actually like really commendable. Great, great. Right, so
सर
now I'll, yeah. Yes, Nikhil.
सर ये जैसे ये प्रोग्राम क्या वर्चुअल कीबोर्ड के लिए भी काम करेगा जो विंडोज 10 में आता है नीचे से राइट में?
I'm not sure that if that should work, but like virtual keyboard is something like for your softwares, right? Maybe we can try that. I'm not sure that if this should work, because it solely depends upon the library, right? You can try that actually. You can try that on your own and let us know, right? Cool. Yeah, so as I was saying that what is a keylogger? So keylogger is basically a software or a hardware which logs every keystroke that is pressed, right? So अब क्या है कि इसका यूज क्या है? तो सबसे पहला यूज हमारे दिमाग में आता है कि हैकिंग, राइट? गेटिंग द पर्सनल स्टफ ऑफ समबडी, तो ऐसा कुछ दिमाग में आता है, बट दैट इज नॉट करेक्ट, एंड इस क्लास के स्कोप में डिस्कसिंग दैट इज आल्सो नॉट एथिकल, राइट? तो but still like we are discussing it, and I still gave her the permission that we can, yes, discuss about this. Why is that? So उसका एक सबसे बड़ा reason है कि as a software developer or a programmer or a computer enthusiast, we all must be aware कि ऐसी भी चीजें market में हैं. Why should we be aware? So that we can safeguard ourselves, correct? So unless and until like we don't know how stuff works, how can we safeguard ourselves? Now actually like there is a software called Keylogger which can which can log your keystrokes, whatever you are typing and pressing, and you are vulnerable to them. So now what you will do is now you will be more careful. जब उस चीज को मतलब आप like actual environment में जाओगे किसी उसमें, you will be actually be more careful कि you have to avoid keyloggers whenever you are typing a password in some public computer. तो वहाँ पे जब साइबर कैफे में जाके लोग अपना कुछ भी पासवर्ड टाइप कर देते हैं, क्रेडिट कार्ड के नंबर्स वगैरह कुछ भी टाइप कर देते हैं, फिर उनका हैक हो जाता है. तो दिस इज वन ऑफ द वेज कि ऐसे हैक होता है, तो यू हैव टू बी अवेयर, राइट? कि साइबर कैफेज में जाके यू डोंट हैव टू राइट रैंडमली राइट योर पासवर्ड्स एवरीवेयर. you have to search that if the system is already running a keylogger or not. तो उसको सर्च करने के you have to identify कि क्या क्या तरीके हैं. जैसे टास्क मैनेजर पे जाके you can go there, maybe you can install some software which identifies a keylogger. तो इस टाइप के you have to be you have to be vigilant enough कि ये सारी चीजें कैसे होती हैं, ठीक है? एंड सेकंड इज लाइक वन ऑफ द मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट जो भी स्तुति ने बताया है कि टू मॉनिटर योर एम्प्लॉइज. लेट्स से दैट इन फ्यूचर you own a company and you run a company and you are working on a very secret project and which you don't want कि उसका कोई भी डेटा बाहर जाए. तो how do you safeguard yourself and how do you safeguard your business? So one of the most vulnerable factors is the employees leaking that data, और वो भी उसी कंप्यूटर से जिस पे वो काम कर रहे हैं, तो दैट इज वेरी वल्नरेबल. तो if you are working on a highly secretive project or highly confidential project, so what you can do is you can install a keylogger and monitor every input port जो सिस्टम में है हार्डवेयर का. You can monitor them, you can log the keystrokes कि जो भी वो टाइप करेंगे like it has to be your company specific and nothing should be leaked out. And one of the examples which Stuti gave was like really interesting, and I have seen this like been happen in the past a lot of times. कुछ कुछ कंपनीज का हम अक्सर पढ़ते रहते हैं, कभी कभी न्यूज में भी आ जाता है, तो हमें पढ़ने को मिल जाता है इधर उधर कि एक एक सिस्टम पे एम्प्लॉय बैठा है एंड उसके फेलो एम्प्लॉय ने या पेयर ने उसके सिस्टम पे आके उसके एब्सेंस में कुछ कुछ टाइप कर दिया एंड ही लीक दैट डेटा, शी लीक दैट डेटा फ्रॉम समवेयर, व्हिच इज नॉट एथिकल. अब यहाँ पे स्तुति ने एक बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात बोली थी, व्हिच इज there is a timestamp over here, and in front of the timestamp you have the key which was pressed, right? So this is really interesting to understand कि what is a typing map or what is a typing heat map. अब इसमें interesting क्या है कि from here I can actually calculate कि स्तुति को hello user टाइप करने में कितना टाइम लगा, correct? अब let's say दो वर्ड्स टाइप करने में तो मुझे ज्यादा समझ में नहीं आता कि लाइक दो वर्ड्स तो मोस्टली सब लोग 2 सेकंड में ही करेंगे, ठीक है, बट लेट्स से कि देयर इज अ 1000 वर्ड पैराग्राफ और 100 वर्ड्स पैराग्राफ, बहुत बड़ा पैराग्राफ है, तो उसको टाइप करने में कितना टाइम लगता है स्तुति को, दैट वुड गिव मी सम स्टैटिस्टिक्स, करेक्ट। अब वही सेम पैराग्राफ किसी और एम्प्लॉय को टाइप करने में कितना टाइम लगता है, तो दैट विल आल्सो गिव मी सम स्टैटिस्टिक्स। ना इफ द एम्प्लॉय इज एब्सेंट फ्रॉम हिज पीसी, अपने सिस्टम से वहां से नहीं है, मतलब सिस्टम के सामने नहीं है, और कोई और एम्प्लॉय आके वहां पे टाइप कर देता है, एंड लेट्स से जो malicious एम्प्लॉय है, जो खराब काम करना चाहता है, he takes about 20 seconds to type the 100 words paragraph उसके सिस्टम पे, but the average typing speed of the actual employee, the original employee which is absent, उसकी स्पीड है let's say 15 seconds या 10 seconds, so there is a difference in the typing speed. So this is the way the actual employee would get safeguard. मतलब he can say कि like I have actually not typed this letter, I have actually not typed this paragraph, whatever was sent from my computer, and to prove this, to support this, this is one of the examples, right? So you all must know this, you all must understand this, how stuff actually works, and really appreciate Suti for this work. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you have like more doubts, you can please ask, otherwise we can simply drop.
Pushanza, keylogging can also be used for making some simple software such as Typing Master or something like that. Can we use it?
Actually, they are utilizing keylogging in background. So whenever you want to like keystroke, whenever you want to log a keystroke, it's basically a keylogger, correct? So like typing tutor or these kind of softwares are actually using a keylogger. Basically, they don't call it a keylogger out of the box, but they are actually logging your keys. This kind of statistics is there, that at what event, at what timestamp you press what key, and then they calculate. So they're actually using this. Yes.
Okay.
Cool. Any more questions like you want to ask me or Stuti? Cool, guys. Let's drop off and let's meet in the next one. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir. Thank you, sir.
Cool.